In Warn the Kids news.
Warn the kids.
Submitted by Don't Listen to Geo.
No, don't listen, Gio.
Oh. I fixed it. Officials are warning the public about another suicide game making its way through social media.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, why me not listen?
I don't know, that's what...
Maybe they thought that you'd be
submitted it.
kind of sensitive to that.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's what I think.
Okay, thank you.
Because you whine and complain so much. Actually, that's me. All right.
Do you guys remember when we talked about that blue whale?
Yeah, I remember that. They're like carving that shit, right?
Yeah, so it was like the suicide game that was going around.
But it was popular in Russia or something,
Yeah,
right?
there were like over a dozen suicides.
What's the game?
So basically, they condition the kids as they're playing this game to commit to a certain things, like psychologically.
Really disturbing thing.
Right, and then at the end, the goal is to get the kid to kill themselves. It's pretty fucking twisted, yeah. It's really twisted.
It's like,
Yeah, so like...
the steps get you to condition yourself
Yeah.
to want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then the first step is just like, it's like you're saying, yes, I would like want to go eat a hamburger or something simple. And it just keeps going and going and going to
Not
like...
innocent, simple. It'd
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
watch a beheading video or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
And
simple.
like the middle step was like stand in the middle of railroad tracks, but then jump off right when the train gets close enough. So it's like inches and it inches you closer to being able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so now there's this new one that apparently has already claimed one life. A 12-year-old girl in Argentina.
Oh damn.
She killed herself and filmed it. And this new one they're calling Momo. Like Momo challenge. And they have this challenge with this image here.
Holy
my God.
shit, that is scary.
Hey, that looks like a Japanese ghost.
So it is,
All right, but then it's got cleavage, so I'm kind of conflicted.
this is,
I didn't even notice the cleavage.
I did. I noticed the cleavage.
eyes.
Yeah, that was the first thing I saw. I was like, what are you guys freaking out about?
Oh, shit.
Nice titties.
Good titties.
That is the work of a Japanese doll artist named Midori Hayashi.
Yeah, because it looks like a Japanese ghost. It's we have a ghost like that, like a fucking bird creature.
That thing does look kind of scary though.
Oh, yeah, looks
but
scary
It
as
doesn't
fuck.
look Japanese at all. That's tight. It has very Western, yeah, like it has very Western features.
It's modernized.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like some Tim Burton stuff.
It does look
It looks like
super-
Tim Burton as hell, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so this game here, they're playing it on WhatsApp. They're getting, we don't know who's behind it.
You could tell it's Japanese by the cleavage. Like they just had to sexualize it.
Yeah.
Like,
I know they pressed it together too.
yeah, they're like, it's gotta have luscious titties.
Yeah, Tim Burton does like titties like that.
No, he doesn't. He likes tiny little titties.
Yep.
Yeah, and in a full image, the feet, they're like chicken feet.
Oh damn.
Dim sum.
Damn some.
So this image is,
So what does that have to, what's that?
That's what I look like in the morning because fucking Taika doesn't ever let me sleep in. That's me.
you're happy. You're happy that
I mean, yeah, because I have Taika and I'm so happy, but
That
like
shit
I'm
looks
all
like
fucked up.
a meth head Vegas girl
Yeah.
How does that play into the game?
at 7 a.m.
That's just the image that's attached to this challenge.
Oh, okay.
But the Japanese artist doesn't have anything to do with it. Or,
Oh, it's like the little icon, like because you said they send it to you via WhatsApp, so that little icon sends it to you.
What if the Japanese artist
They're
finds
just
out that
connecting
he's tied to this game and he's like, oh, that's so bad. I don't want my branding to be tied.
I feel like that's probably happening.
Because it's like, I just want to make a scary scenes. You know, like he doesn't really want people to fucking do some murderous shit.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're tracing the numbers, and this has been going on in like different countries. So even in the U.S., people are playing this game.
What's the game?
It's pretty much the same thing as the Blue Whale Challenge. Like they're conditioning people to
There's a
want,
bunch of steps that lead up to it.
like
That's
waking up
scary.
in odd hours, being
Sleep depriving them,
Yes.
and then they're just fucking psychologically getting them ready to fucking kill themselves.
and then like they're just flooding these teenagers' minds with just graphic, violent images because they keep texting them like super violent things, and just pretty much wanting them to get into this mind state of wanting to kill themselves at the end. So they're reporting that countries around the world, which would be Argentina, Mexico, the US, France, Germany, but it's mainly popular in the Latin American countries. And so they don't know who's doing this, but they're targeting teenagers.
That's crazy. Like, no one comes out and says, I made it. You know, like, they just, some psycho fuck, and maybe his friend, programming friends, they just fucking build it and release it out
It's
into the
kind of
public.
interesting though, because
It's like all memes.
that kind of brings up that topic about how a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, these violent images from videos and games and stuff won't mold your child's thoughts. Like, it's just about parenting, but this kind of shows the exact opposite.
Yeah.
That a succession of certain images causes people suicidal thoughts. So maybe, it kind of like flips that over.
Or it could only work on kids that are already susceptible to this. Because like maybe a sound kid might look at these images and go, this shit's fucking bullshit.
But that's the point though. Like, there's a reason why kids shouldn't watch certain things because you don't know that.
Well, this is a psychologically persuasive journey where, like, have you guys seen the show on Netflix called The Push? It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's really, you saw it?
Oh wait, I saw the movie. Oh no, I'm thinking.
Is that where like they put random people in scenarios and see how they act? I think we talked about it.
Oh, we talk about news, but we don't watch. I didn't watch it.
So they put.
Oh, yeah,
Me and Nikki
okay.
watched it. It's so interesting. They a mentalist guy. He designed a scenario where a guy would go through, like a regular person or woman would go through a series of events that it ends with them, like at the end of the night,
Killing
pushing
someone
off of a building to kill them to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy. Like, and the person's like, they really try to murder this person, and this person's not trying to kill them or anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
But most people try to save their ass.
No, most people push the guy.
Yeah. They kill them to save their own
To
ass.
save their own ass,
Yeah.
to save their skin. It was fucking interesting. You should watch it. It's really good. But basically, it's like instead of it being like, well, it's video games or it's images or whatever, it's really just about the whole journey. Like,
Yeah, it's the psychological conditioning of how do you get people, like, if you bring them through the step by step, you could get somebody to kill. I mean, let's talk about our military, right? Like, humans are not born to kill naturally.
Right.
That's something that's scary to do. Even violence is something scary to do. It has to be taught over time. Especially to kill somebody you never met before, that you basically, like, has nothing against. There's no anger behind it. So you have to condition someone to be okay with murdering other people that you have no attachment, or you have no reason to kill for any other reason.
they got this guy on the show too. So they had like someone who was supposed to be speaking that night at like a charity function. They had him like die of a heart attack in front of the guy. And so then they hide him in a box, and then the guy pretended to be the speaker guy and give the speech the speaker guy was going to give because they peer pressured him into all of it.
I would have been like, fuck no, and I would have started swinging at people.
You think you would?
Really? I want to put me on the fucking show.
But they slow bled it enough where he really didn't know better. He really thought he was doing the right thing by doing this. And then he was in over his head, and he just kept on doing the wrong thing over and over again. To the point where
I want to be on the show.
They fell into the trap.
they asked him, they had the body, like they were dragging it down some stairs, and they asked him to kick it to make it look like he had fallen down the stairs. And he didn't do that, but they cut to a bunch of other people who had been put through the same scenario who did. Like, it's shit like that. Where it's like they went from watching a guy die of a heart attack to abusing his corpse to pushing someone
But a
off
lot
the
of
building.
people know they're on this, like, show, right?
They don't know. They don't know they're
It's
on
like
it.
a double-blind study where you think you're rating televisions, but they're actually questioning about your sex life and you don't even know about it.
Yeah, it's like they have him there, and he didn't know he's being filmed or anything. And it was him and a bunch of women.
That feels so unethical.
Yeah, dude.
But it's a great experiment. That's a social experiment.
I
like,
agree.
all these other fucking pranksters doing shows, that's a fucking bullshit.
Yep.
That is a real social experiment.
It's awesome.
Can you push someone to the limit? But I want to know how much priming and prepping they did, because
They did a lot,
that's
yeah.
very biased. Like, they could even, there's psychologists for shows, right? They could find someone that's more likely to be convinced by other people.
They definitely did that.
Yeah, like in the
For
casting.
sure.
Because it doesn't make for good TV if you have a strong-willed person going, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I'm calling the cops
But
right
that's
now.
not bad, because you don't just find strong-willed people everywhere. Like it really seems like a fair study.
That's true, because most people are like,
Absolutely.
like,
More
yeah.
people than not are willing to go with the flow.
That's true. Damn, that's hard to say.
So then, do you say all this to, I guess, counter whatever David just said?
Yeah, I don't think violent video games creates whatever the fuck. I think all that shit is so hype. Like, it's almost always environmental. It's almost always like the way the kid's being treated at school. It's almost always like some neglectful parent has a gun in the house. Like, I don't think it's ever just like imagery or like they saw Jurassic Park, so now they think they can fucking kill people or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying. Well, actually, I believe that more than anything else. But like, I'm saying, like, it adds to it that it's sensory overload. You know what I mean? So like, if they have like X amount of violent movies a day, right? They're watching like fucking 10 violent shits. They're playing fucking violent games all day. Maybe it does say something to that then because of this. Because I believe that more. But now this kind of makes me think the other way a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because the brain doesn't know the difference between reality and fantasy. Like, if there's a murder happening on screen, it doesn't know the difference between that and watching someone get killed in real life. Like, it can't differentiate between the two images. Yeah.
Because that makes me think, like, if I have a kid, it's like, oh, maybe I should just I care a little more than, you know, not just let them watch everything.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. No,
because before I was going the other way, I'm like, go do whatever. Now I'm like, maybe I should control a little bit.
Taika watched 300 on his second day on Earth.
He didn't really watch. He didn't know what's going on.
No, he watched a bunch of Bouncing Lights.
Taika was doing this.
But yeah, so just last month they reported that there was this 22-year-old guy from Moscow who might have been the mastermind behind Blue Whale.
Damn.
So,
I mean, where do people even get it? Don't tell me, because then that's where everyone's gonna find where to get it.
get what?
The game.
The info.
Oh, I already said it.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
It's on WhatsApp.
What's that?
Really?
Yeah, people are.
Well, I don't use that.
You might need a secret number or something.
Yeah, or there are all these different numbers that they have traced back to Japan and Latin American countries.
Because those two are so similar.
Yeah, you know, yeah, I think as a kid you want to play with fire, so I would see myself playing with this when I was like 13.
Yeah, seeing how like strong you are.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's not gonna get me to kill myself.
I think that's why a lot of Russian kids ended up doing it.
Because they're not as strong as they think,
They
or they're
probably
too
thought
strong.
they were.
It's like Bloody Mary, dude.
Yup. I wanted to test my shit. Man, I couldn't sleep for fucking like 3 years.
Doing Bloody Mary?
3 years.
Because I was convinced. I felt like this. I did it, and my friend's like, come on, man. It doesn't work. And then we all did it. And then I was like, fuck, what if I unlocked the beast? Like, what if I unlocked it, but she's just coming later? And I was fucking
The laziest
scared shitless.
fucking murderer ever, dude.
And then later, and
After
then my
2.5
friend was
years,
like,
he's like, I still think she's coming.
He's like, we were having a sleepover and shit, and he was helping me, like, Joe, I'll do it with you. It's not gonna happen anymore, because I kept telling him how scared I was. We fucking did that shit, and I was like, oh, fuck, I just called her again. She just didn't come.
That's so funny. Like, I
Yeah.
just picture you thinking like Bloody Mary has a hot pocket in the microwave that she forgot.
I'm like, that bitch.
Bloody Mary, hold on.
Yeah.
But the argument for Bloody Mary is flawed because you have to flush all the toilets at the same time and be alone.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you just.
You have to be alone.
I thought you were just supposed to go into the mirror and say it 10 times
Yeah,
or
so
whatever.
did I.
I thought you have to do it and okay.
Everyone has different rules.